to Stamp and Stencil Savvy. So this week we are talking about the KISS technique. And so the KISS technique is where you take a background stamp. So in this case, I have a music note background stamp. You ink it up. Ooh, that was almost bad. You ink it up and you take another stamp. In this case, I just have one of the December Daily kind of crazy circles. And you stamp, you transfer the ink from the background stamp. I'm going to try to line these up onto your stamp, and then you stamp with it. So in my case, I'm going to be making music note circles all over this page to make my own background paper because I'm going to be scrapbooking a concert that I went to for my future son-in-law who has gotten his doctorate or is getting his doctorate, and he did his doctoral dissertation kind of presentation, and he is a saxophone player, and he will be getting it in the classical saxophone. So I have the Your Classic collection, which is a music collection. You'll see that come together, but I will make the background paper using the KISS technique. I'll put you on fast forward because I do have to do some lining up here to make sure it works out. And then after I do that, you'll see the page come together. So hang with me while we make a page celebrating both my future son-in-law and the KISS technique. So I'm back and I think it's really fun. So basically, I have made a bunch of circles of music notes. This is just going to go in the background of my page. I'm going to leave this out in case I decide I need more. But now we're going to start building the page. But I just wanted to kind of bring this up to your attention. So that's kind of what it is. Now, I cleaned the stamp off a few times. I wasn't perfect. I wasn't precious. If you did, I mean, look how cool that looks. It's really fun. So this technique is really fun if you want to do something like this, where you have a shape, but you want to put something inside of it. It doesn't work if you have smaller, delicate stamps, and there's a lot of things you could do with it, but really think about it. It's a fun technique, and this is my interpretation of it. Now, the rest of this is just going to be me putting together a page, so hopefully you will stick around and watch. Pieces of paper and a million embellishments for band, and I had every musical instrument and everything was there because my kids were in band and we did all kinds of music stuff and yada yada yada. I have I've left that place in my life, and I ended up buying one set of this paper, and I had a couple of leftover embellishments of the saxophone, and that was all I had. So what you're going to see here is me kind of showing you how to make a page with mainly paper, stamps, and a couple of embellishments. I know we have gotten to the point in scrapbooking where more is more, and I'm a big believer most of the time in more is more. But sometimes, and this is one of those pages that you're going to see, is that less is more. And really, the story is in the pictures, and the story is in a few kind of key placed embellishments, and that's what I'm doing. And I started out really wanting to have this kind of wonky because I thought it was kind of about what it is. And as I'm looking at it now, I like the way this is looking, and I kind of could have kept it. But there was a quote on this paper from, I believe, Bono, and it really sort of exemplified what Jared's presentation was about, which is music impacts people, and that's why music can change the world. And I wanted that quote on this page. So I ended up, and here's me, first of many times I'm going to fix this camera. Something has happened to my stand and it's gotten loose. So I'm going to have to figure out what's wrong. But throughout recording, I have noticed that it slides down and to make an angle. And so that is not good. So I'm going to have to figure out what is going on with that. Um, but anyways, that quote I really wanted to get on the page. So because of that, I made it kind of square. So it still works. I think it's great. Actually, I like it quite a bit. But what you're seeing is three pieces of paper. The background kind of scales paper, or just the music paper that you would normally add your notes to. A base note paper with those oranges and greens and blues. And then you're seeing the cut apart page. So three papers, and in fact, technically the cut apart is the back of the scale page. So it's two papers that I am using to make a page. So don't be afraid to use your paper and use it as the embellishments. I have one die cut saxophone left in my collection and one sticker sheet that happened to still have a saxophone on it right here. So those are the two embellishments that I'm using, and those are basically all of the embellishments I am using. There's a few music notes on here that kind of will fill out the page, and it matches the music note stamp that I use with the KISS technique. But I enjoyed the fact that I had your classic there as well, because it is the classical music. I thought that was fun. I found another piece of paper in this collection that I forgot that I had, and I almost used it. But the last minute, I decided I really wanted to add a couple of sequins onto the page. I think that adds just a final touch to it. And so I had this Bell Rose sequence collection in the browns and the gold. I fight with this stupid glue every time I don't use it for a while. Anybody else just fight with the glue? You're seeing me push really hard. And then all of a sudden it's coming out huge. So now it's coming out just fine. So I'm going to put some sequins around the page. That's the last thing I'm going to do. I'll put you a close-up and you can hear me talk about the final page. Thanks for watching Stamp and Stencil Savvy, and I hope you enjoyed this KISS technique. Honestly, I loved it more than I thought I would. I'm going to be doing this particularly in my December daily. I can see a lot of December daily uses for this, with just trees with a background of stars, or a background of script that says Merry Christmas, those kinds of things. Just picture that in your head and ways you can use this KISS technique in other projects. I just think it'll be an amazing addition to some of my other pages. So once again, thanks for watching Stampin' Stencil Savvy. I'll see you next month. Two things. I feel like my camera keeps falling, so I'm gonna have to address that. Hopefully it wasn't too bad of you guys watching it. Second thing is I like how this turned out. It was a fun kind of use of just paper and a couple of embellishments. I ended with some Bell Rose gems just to give it a little pop, but lots of fun. This shows what you can do basically with three pieces of paper. That's all I used, three pieces of paper, and two saxophone stickers and some sequins. But the kissing technique, super fun. Take one background stamp, stamp it up, use your other stamp on top of it, and then apply it to the page. In my case, it was music notes to make my own background paper. You could do some different things with that. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time on Stamp and Stencil Savvy.